was hoisted up over onto a shoulder. She was kicking, crying for help.
A terrifying situation overnight as a teenage girl is believed to be kidnapped. Good evening, I'm Debbie Worthen along with Dan Rascone. An Amber Alert went out this morning as a result of that kidnapping.
South Salt Lake police now have a man behind bars, but there is much more to this story here that now it's kind of come into view. Garna Mejia joins us live with an update. And Garna, we've learned that the victim is not actually 16 years old.
Yeah, that's right, Dan. She's believed to be about 35 years old. We've got a lot more information now than police had last night. All they had was surveillance video showing a very violent encounter. Now, this all happened at a South Salt Lake Mini Mart gas station. It's located at 310 East and 3300 South. Now, this all apparently unfolding around 10:30 last night. That's when police suspect the small-framed woman was kidnapped. As you can see, the video shows a woman running towards a truck where she tried to get underneath. There were several witnesses nearby, but the suspect caught up to her, dragged her out, and carried her away. That man is now identified as 22-year-old Carl Gravitt. Now, several witnesses heard the woman yelling for help, and they saw her. She was shoved into a stolen Nissan Pathfinder, leaving police with very little info to work with.
Witnesses at the scene described the victim in this case as possibly a teenager. In addition to that, a shoe was left at the scene, which was a size 3 that was left at the scene. So with that limited information, we did not have a name or a date of birth.
Now, police worked all night on leads to identify the victim and track down some of those witnesses that you saw. They eventually put out a missing or endangered persons report, and then they got special permission to issue an Amber Alert, as again they feared that the victim was a teenager. Police say it was the community that helped track down the suspect and the victim in West Valley City earlier today. Now, they said that the call actually came from the suspect's family members. The victim was identified just simply as being a 35-year-old woman. We do know that she was given medical attention as a precautionary measure. The suspect is facing several charges, including kidnapping. Now, we're going to continue tracking this tonight because there's still a lot of unanswered questions, but for now, we'll send it back to you.
Well, Garna, as we're watching that video, a lot of us are saying those witnesses are just kind of standing there. Nobody's doing anything at all. Did the police say anything about witnesses not helping or doing anything?
Dan, that is an excellent question, and police did kind of address that earlier today during their press conference. What they said is at the end of the day, that's going to be up to witnesses, their own personal level of comfort to make the decision of how involved they want to get. Yeah. But they do say that they need witnesses to take pictures, to get information as to what the suspect looked like, the victim, the license plate number, and call them as soon as possible to help them put that information together. So again, you don't need to put yourself in harm's way, but you need to take action and call police.
All right. Thanks a lot, Garna Mejia, live for us on that story.